Hey, Dean Yeager.
This is called What's Going On Today? And basically we're going to pick a topic, something that's, I guess, going on in the world, kind of share some info, fascinating to us. Hopefully you find it fascinating.
Yeah.
And today we're going to talk about a website that's called Cameo. You've heard it, I've talked to you about it a little bit. Basically, if you don't know what it is, it's actors, comedians, athletes, all this stuff. They're on this website that you can pay them to give you like a 2-minute personal message, which I find hilarious, especially how much some of these people are charging. It's fascinating. I can't believe it. But evidently you make some money on here. I've got some facts on here. I got some notes here. The top earners of the Cameo world.
Oh, you got top earners on there.
I got a top earner. I got 5 top earners on here, according to a website. I'm not going to give names or nothing because I don't know if they're 100% accurate.
Yeah.
But in this case, they are 100% accurate.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about this. I thought it was something fairly new, but what did you told me it'd been around for a while?
It's been around for a little while. I can't tell you how long it's been around.
Well, obviously, I guess it's soared in popularity because of where we're at.
To be honest with you, I listen to Howard Stern. I'm a big Howard Stern fan. I thought it was just created for his whack packers. Like these guys, that are on his show that are a little different or whatever. I thought it was just for them.
Yeah.
I had no idea that all these actors, comedians, there's non-actors on there, like people that impersonate them. Like you can type in Donald Trump, and there's like hundreds of Donald Trump impersonators. The most expensive one is the best, and then you get like the $20 crap one.
So like Elvis impersonators.
I haven't typed in Elvis impersonator.
Well, yeah, I'm just for an instance.
I would imagine there's a Robert De Niro impersonator.
That could make sense, yeah.
But the top earners are, and forgive me if I say his name wrong, but he was from The Office. He's a chubby guy from with kind of the bald hair.
That guy's one of the top earners.
Yeah, Brian. What's his name? Bart Gardner.
So he's the real. He's not an impersonator.
No, it's the real guy. He made over $1 million last year, according to this website. Wow. And he only charges $150. So that averages out. If he did a certain amount of days, it's like what, 25 a day or something like that.
So it's not even so much, I guess, who you are. It's what you're affiliated with too.
It all depends. You're going to be shocked who number 2 is on this list.
Better not be Pauly Shore.
Michael Rappaport.
Michael Rappaport?
He made $222,297.
For what?
Again, according to this website.
Now, all due respect, Mike.
What do you do is True Romance. I don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out.
All I got is Floyd.
I ain't paying $200 for that. I think he charges like $250 too.
For what? For Kiss of Death in Copland?
Pretty much.
Nothing against that. He's a good.
Yeah, he did. I like him. I think he's funny.
He was in that Metro, the one you haven't seen, Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah, Metro.
Yeah.
You know who number 3 is?
I couldn't imagine.
Gilbert Godfrey. Gilbert Godfrey. $195,629. You got to do something since he lost his Geico gig.
Oh, Henry. Oh, they own Henry commercials.
Yeah.
The 80s. Oh, Henry. Oh.
You remember used to do the Affleck.
Yeah.
Number 4, I'll just go ahead and say it because I don't think either one of us is a big fan of this show, is Shark Tank. Kevin O'Leary. He's one of the Sharkers. He made $192,000.
I wouldn't scoff at that. That's a good.
Well, if he's on Shark Tank, like Mark Cuban's on there, do you really need that much more money? You're already a millionaire. What do you need that? Mark Cuban's not on here.
It's all about, what do they say? It's all about your brand. If you can market it.
This is shocking to me. The number 5, and I don't think he's been on there that long. James Murray. Murray. Practical Jokers.
Oh, okay. Wow.
$165,925.
Well,
That's fascinating.
it is. I could almost see why he would be the most popular.
And I honestly, I don't think the other guys are on there. I haven't looked them up.
Well, then that's why.
They're missing the boat. All right. And now I got the top 3 highest chargers. Of course, after you get past the second one, there's kind of a tie in there.
Okay.
Can you maybe guess off the top of your head who would charge the most on Cameo?
I'm going to go with the lead singer of that band, Kiss, Gene Simmons.
I don't think Gene Simmons is on there, honestly. I'll give you the name. I guarantee you won't guess the amount.
Okay.
Caitlyn Jenner.
2,000.
Close. $2,500.
$2,500.
That person brings in a whopping, how many people are paying $2,500 to get a message from Caitlyn Jenner?
Enough.
I don't think that many. I think that she's charged herself out of a job. Maybe that's why. Like, I'm on here, and if you want me, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, but even then, it's what quantity versus.
I guess, man.
You know how many you get. Now, if you're charging that amount of money, you don't need.
Well, what do you need from Caitlyn Jenner? What do you need Caitlyn Jenner to tell you? I don't know. We just talked about him. He's one of the top earners, and this is probably why. Kevin O'Leary, the Shark Tank guy, $1,200.
I can imagine, because in those 20 seconds you get, you're going to try to squeeze some financial advice out of this guy. What should I do? I'm going to start a business.
I'm screwed. Here goes $1,200 down the drain. And this one I threw in there. There were several in this, I would say, $1,000 price range. Chris Angel, the magician. And again, from what I understand, he's not hurting.
My generation was David Copperfield.
I like Copperfield.
Yeah.
I like Angel, too. I do. He had that Mind Freak show on A&E. That was cool. Now I want to play a game with you.
Okay.
And
all right.
the audience can play by themselves. You know, we can't see you, so you might cheat.
Hello.
I'm going to give you the name, and you tell me how much you think these people charge.
Okay. All right.
All right. Let's start out with Bret the Hitman Hart.
You know, he seems like a reasonably grounded individual, and I don't think he'd take advantage of people. I would say, I couldn't say more than 200.
150.
Okay. All right. Well, that's less than. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's stay in the wrestling world here. Ric Flair.
Oh. No, he seems a little boisterous.
He's got his own commercial. He's like the original limousine ride, jet fly. And one of his samples, he's like, "Happy birthday, be the man."
I don't know, 500.
Man, you hit it right on the head.
500.
500 big ones. Get a Ric Flair. Woo!
If that's all you get, man. No, for 500, he better show up to my kids, birthday party or something like that.
He's showing up. That's what this is about. You get a 2-minute video.
Oh.
Mick Foley.
He's another one I'd have to say he seems pretty modest and humble. Maybe 100.
$95. You're pretty close.
That is correct.
This one I have a lot of respect for. Ted DiBiase.
Old school wrestler, 125. 90.
$75. Ted DiBiase. That's pretty good. Yeah. And you're going to get some good words of wisdom in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. And I know you're not a sports guy, but you knew Troy Aikman, the quarterback of the Cowboys back in the 90s.
Yeah.
What do you think he's trying to?
Well, when it comes to sports, man, he's got to be hitting the 800.
750. Like I said, you're pretty close. Let's another quarterback. You knew Dan Marino, Miami Dolphins.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura. Dan Marino.
What do you think Big Dan is pulling down? Now, he doesn't have that cush job at CBS anymore, so what do you think he's pulling down?
600. Okay.
You would think he would charge as much as Aikman. I think he's just as popular as Aikman.
I see. But I do remember him from Ace Ventura.
But see, Aikman's got 3 Super Bowls. Dan Marino didn't make it to the Super Bowl.
Oh, he never did.
Never did. It's funny, too, because I saw this. They do these things on put the NFL Network, and they call it Football Life, and they talk to him about, when they were playing football and a little bit after their lives too. And they asked, because Dan Marino had all these passing records, touchdowns, yards, and they said, is it cool to have all these yards but not a Super Bowl ring? He said, no. As a matter of fact, it sucks. He said that. But
he's honest. Is Mike Ditka on there?
I didn't look up Mike Ditka. Oh. Let's do some comedians. Chris Tucker.
300.
You're wrong.
Higher. 500.
500. It's a lot.
What has he been doing lately?
Not much. It's probably why he's trying to bank it on Cameo. Maybe we ought to get into this. You think you would pay $5 for us to give you a cameo? Like what would cover our expenses? $5, $10?
Well, yeah,
but then they're going to send us an email. They want us to do an impersonation, and we're not really impersonators.
Yeah, I don't know. So bold just yet. Some people might.
John Lovitz
asking for money already.
Yeah.
John Lovitz. Gosh, that guy's annoying, but he's funny sometimes. 200.
150.
Okay.
See, around the 150 range, I'm not anything less than that. I'm not saying I would do it, but you got to make some money doing it. But if you're charging 3, 4, 5 and up, to me, you're just taking advantage.
Wait a minute. So you said Gilbert Godfrey was one of the top earners, right?
Yes.
How much was he charging again?
Now that I don't know. I didn't put that down.
That'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah. Your boy, Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, Dolph. Don't disappoint me, Dolph.
Oh, man.
75.
You are way off, my friend.
It's not fair.
Give up? Oh, man.
150.
Yeah.
Really? How much?
A whopping $350.
Gosh, Dolph. Man, I'd love to have a message from Dolph Lundgren, man.
But it just seems like I don't see myself paying $350.
No, gosh, no.
$100 is tough enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No.
They have a thing on there. You can bust it up into like 4 payments. So like $100, $25, hey, that's not bad. But you're talking $350. What is that? Like $90 a piece?
I pay payments on a dishwasher or or on a car. I don't pay payments on somebody's, a Cameo 2-minute, talk from William Shatner or something.
I didn't even look up Shatner.
That you...
one of my personal favorites, and I wouldn't mind, Kevin Conroy, voice actor of Batman.
Now, I would say probably 65.
At one point, when I started looking at this stuff, I think it was 65, and then he jumped up to 75, and now he's asking for 100. But I've listened to some of his samples, and it's not, he put some thought into this. He does the voice of Batman. I think it's his big line is, I'm vengeance, I'm the night, I'm Batman. Yeah. And then he says, now let me talk to you as Kevin for a few minutes. And he'll talk to you and give, I'm like, that's not bad. Again, $100, a little steep, but it's a lot better than some of these people.
Well, his star's sort of been rising again because, all the stuff surrounding the DC
of course
cinematic universe and stuff like that too.
Yeah. Here you go. Ernie Hudson, Ghostbusters.
Ernie Hudson, I always liked Ernie Hudson. 75.
A little more.
More?
Yeah.
Wow, 120.
135.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little...
But I always liked Ernie Hudson, though. He seemed, and I saw him on episode, my buddy Winston told me to check out Comic Book Men. It was sort of similar to Pawn Stars, only with comic book guys, basically.
Cool.
Kevin Smith. And
nice.
So Ernie Hudson guest starred on it, and he seemed like a really cool guy.
That's not bad. Again, that's you're getting up there, but not bad. Here's one. Randy Couture. UFC. He was in the Expendables.
UFC drives it up, I think, a little bit because then you're talking sports plus, so maybe 150. Less?
A lot less.
Really?
He charges $50.
Wow. What a humble guy.
$50.
Cool.
I don't know what she'd say to you. Don't get into boxing.
I'll
I got
kick you.
cauliflower ears. Where am I at? I did right. Michael Biehn,
Okay, Michael Biehn, yeah.
The Abyss,
Terminator. Yeah. Tombstone.
The Rock.
Yeah. Again, he's one of those guys, good co-star, but done a lot of B stuff. I'm sorry, it's true. 80 maybe.
89.
89?
Yes, again. Correct. I was shocked.
You make it like an even 90 or an 85 or something. That's just
And I think Cameo takes 20%.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, still, you ride the wave off of the Cameron films and all that. I mean, I guess.
Well, and again, you don't want to price yourself out of.
No.
See,
Some
like
of it's
89
justified,
seems okay.
Yeah.
Like, I could see getting that as a gift for somebody who's a big Michael
Biehn fan, yeah.
Here you
And
go.
he should have been in The Expendables, too.
James Reamer. Warriors, 48 Hours.
Oh, I love James Ream, man. Maybe 75.
James Reamer charges $50.
Oh, that's awesome. Love you, James. That's cool, man.
I'm gonna go out and get one now.
Yeah, Deadlock.
Let me just click on it
with Rutger Hauer and Joan. You ever see Deadlock?
No. You remember the Dos Equis guy? The Dos Equis commercial? Stay thirsty, my friend.
Oh yeah. Is he still alive?
Yes, he is.
Okay, good for him.
And he's charging Cameo. What do you think?
Oh man, that was big back in the day, man. Oh, 200 maybe. More?
250.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say 400. I was gonna double it.
I just think that's a lot for. I mean, yeah, it was a big commercial, but the Dos Equis man is gone.
Yeah.
If I remember the commercial, like he went off into space and he's not supposed to come back.
Gracious. Wow. So like.
One more. Your boy, Gary Busey.
Oh, Gary Busey, man, from Goose Creek, Texas. Let's say he does seem like a kind of guy who would go and run off with him. Let's say 150.
You would be wrong.
More. 250. 350.
350. Gary,
as much
what
as
are we doing?
Dolph Lundgren? I mean, come on, man.
What are these 80s actors thinking? Just, hey, you want some knowledge from Gary Busey? Go in there and type Deep Inside the Minds of Gary Busey on YouTube, and you'll get you.
Well, that's a plug for Gary, but yeah, okay.
Well, it's not even him; it's something else. But.
Yeah, it is. Gary Busey.
And then come back and subscribe to our channel.
To our channel, we'll talk about the Buddy Holly story.
Sure.
See, that's what we got to do. The top 5 Gary Busey movies.
But yeah, this Cameo thing, and I listened to Howard Stern, and they did something on this, and it's funny. You think of Howard Stern and this vulgarness and a guy who just wants money. He's like, I would never do that, and then he would joke around like, maybe I should get in on this, and he's like, how much do you think I should get? Like $10, $20, and he's like, but then I'm going to get a letter for somebody that's in a hospital, and I'm just going to do it for free. And that's how I feel. I mean, I understand if you need to subsidize some of your income, especially with everything going on in the world. But like I said, some of these, like, I've seen it, like these frontline workers, hey, send this nurse some encouragement. Can't you take it out of your heart and do it for free? Don't you make it up? I know you remember James Vanderbeek? He's on there. I think he charges like $250. I mean,
just because you can do something doesn't necessarily mean you should.
No. I mean, look at the guy again. I'm horrible with his name, but he was in The Office. $1 million, and the guy charges $150. $150. That's bordering on, to me, anything more than $20 is too much anyway.
Yeah.
But $150 is right on that border of, okay, I don't think you're taking too much of advantage of people.
Yeah.
And the dude made $1 million on Cameo. We're getting on Cameo. But
I don't see it.
It's fascinating to me though. I look on there, I see who's on there, I look at some of their personal clips. Like Floyd Mayweather's on there, the big boxer.
Yeah.
I think he charges like $700. What do you need all that money for?
Well, and the thing is, it's sort of like, to me, I could criticize and say, well, it's opportunistic, and then somebody could come back and say, well, if I'm willing to spend the money, what's it to you?
Exactly. So, and I mean, we're making light of it. We're trying to make fun of it.
Yeah.
All due respect to it. If people are paid to do it, hey, go for it. I would love to get a personal video from Kevin Conroy and some of the other actors and whoever else on there. It's just, I don't have a lot of money to do that. I just don't see it. I don't see it. But I respect it, and I respect people that are on there and you're making money. Hey, man, you make money, you make money. People criticize the founder of Amazon because he makes all that money. The dude started out wanting just to sell books online. That's what Amazon was just a bookstore online. And look what it's become. You can't fault a guy for being successful.
No, I personally, it would be against my moral fiber, I guess. I just couldn't do it. But again, I ain't paying Goose Creek Gary
Gary Busey, man.
$350.
I swear to God, if I paid $350 and I got that deep inside the mind of Busey, where he's like, the past is a mystery, the past is history, the future's a mystery, and now we have a gift called the present. I want a refund. But no, that's what's going on today.
Yeah.
Just wanted to share a little bit. Look out for more to come. We'll see you later.